Hello everyone, Rituro here with another episode of Blue and White, my video review, video diary, let's play of Football Manager 2014, specifically with the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer. When last we left off, there was a 1-1 draw against the Portland Timbers before heading out into the Canadian Championship for 2014. And since that time, there have been some interesting movements on the transfer front. You can see I'm trying to ship Dominic Gantar off due to a quirk in the roster rules. I have forgotten that I was at my limit for reserve, so I'm going to lose Gantar unless I can get him moved to an affiliate, so hopefully that works out. Also, Al Rayyan has made a 1.1 mil offer for Milan Borjan, which I find hilarious because I'm not letting him go. As you can see, 1.1 mil is a pretty decent offer, but his value is already more than that. And I will want, a little bit more than that. I would want, let's say, let's try 5 million. And we'll just go ahead. Now, you know what? I'm also going to add percentage of next sale. And I'm also going to say, yeah, that's what I actually want. And just to prevent any future weirdness here, yeah, that $5 million asking price is reject all offers below asking. He is unavailable for loan, and that is that. Better. Anyway, with that taken care of, we do some results to show before getting to the featured match today, the second leg of the Canadian Championship. First up, it was a 3-all draw away, 3 huge away goals. Jay Demerit, Michael Bradley an own goal, and Nicholas Mosqueda. However, it was very close to being a 3-2 victory until Jonathan Osorio in the second minute of stoppage time scored the equalizing goal for Toronto. So let's not the best day for Nicholas Gamble in net, though I did play the youngster because it is the Canadian Championship, and if you're not going to play Canadian talent then my goodness, when are you going to? So let's take a look at the goals from this match. 6 of them to look at. Fairly even match away from home. This is not the not what you would expect from the Football Manager version of Toronto FC. Though as you can see, their offense was great, but their back end was horrible. That sounds more like the TFC we all know and don't love. Starting off here in the 7th minute, after a scrambling play in the middle of the field, Gilberto finds Osorio, who beats Gamble far post. They go wild at BMO Field. Osorio's first in all competitions. Alderson off the free kick. Only as far as the wall, Bustamante heads it away. Ken O'Connor turns back into his own area. Back to Franco Lewis. Lewis tries to go up the middle of the park, but lands right on the feet of Gilberto, who chips it forward, finds Jermaine Defoe onside. You cannot let Jermaine Defoe get behind the defense. 2-0 Toronto FC. Before halftime, though, in the 40th minute, Russell Tybert on the corner at the near post. Demerit chips it in past heavy marking for his first goal in all competitions. And it's only 2-1 now at the halftime break. Nicholas Mosqueda off of the free kick there. It actually goes off Leveron, off Bradley, and in for the equalizer, and we're level at 2 off of the own goal. It would then be Toronto here. Elmer trying to go inside. It's saved by Nicholas Gamble right on the line there with Defoe lurking, and Gamble immediately goes upfield. Alejandro Lopez heads it to midfield where Bryce Alderson gets it to Carlos Curry. Curry out to Mosqueda. Mosqueda past Julio Cesar, and it's suddenly 3-2. But it was sadly not to be. From their own end of the field, a TFC breakout. You'd think Maddox was going to win it back there, but you'd be mistaken. Kosuke Kimura's header is picked up by Bradley. Patrice Bernier gets it again back from Kimura. And Osorio from distance through Nicholas Gamble. Gamble definitely wanting that one back. The offside appeal wouldn't have mattered if Gamble had kept his lines closed, but sadly that is how it ends. A 3-all draw. 3 big away goals, though, and that will be huge coming into the home leg. But between that, though, as the midweek misery continued, we had a midweek match at home against FC Dallas, which Vancouver came out winners 2-0. A Raul Fernandez own goal and a Darren Maddox goal to seal it in the 52nd minute. Pretty average performance all around here. I went with Bendik in goals so that Borjan would stay fresh for this match against TFC. Trying to do a bit of squad rotation as well. Kleber put in a good performance, and man, he's doing pretty good as a depth signing. as a starting left back. So a depth salary on a starting left back with experience and talent. Always good to see. So let's take a look at the goals here. 2 of them to show at BC Place. 11-4 were the shots in favor of Vancouver. As you can see, it's counted as a Fernandez own goal as he just botches the handling of that free kick. It's a good free kick by Kleber, though. Leonardo's free kick. Taken short to Warshaw, to Watson, to Jabrovsky, but Maddox does well. Maddox tracking all the way back to make that turnover. And then he ends up being the recipient of a nice 1-2 here from Curry and Mane. Beitashour whips in the cross. Actually goes back to Rio Coker. There's the cross from Beitashour. Into Curry. To Mane. To Maddox, who on the first touch finishes it. Maddox starts and finishes that goal. Great performance from Darren Maddox. Even picked up a yellow card for his efforts. And that is how the match would end, which brings us to today's featured match, the Canadian Championship semifinal second leg against Toronto at BC Place. Now, I'm not going to be upset if we lose, because goodness knows after all these midweek matches we could use a little bit of a break. But by the same token, I mean, this is our national championship, and we should be trying to win it at every step. Get back to Champions League. Cruz Azul currently up 2-1 over Club America for the Champions League final. This will be another Mexican champion. George John out with a broken leg. Not good. And looks like a pretty similar setup to what we saw last time. That 4-4-2 with 2 deep-lying midfielders. And my counter to that is going to be Borjan, Beitashour, Schuler, Demerit, Kleber. This is a pretty standard A team that I have sent out. Tybert, Holt, and Hart. Going with more of a Canadian flavor up front, though, and Mane with the options of Maddox, Mosqueda, Curry on the bench. I mean, that's a pretty solid bench offering there to come in with the power of Maddox up front. So let's go ahead and give that a go. Canadian content for this match consisting of Borjan, Alderson, Kofi by technicalities, Hart, and Tybert. 5 of the 11. That's acceptable. I will take that. And Lewis on the bench as well, providing some Canadian content. Oh, Vancouver home win. I like that prediction. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and close down Mr. Aleman, the Uruguayan. Osorio also will get closed down. Gilberto and Defoe, we are going to be all over them because we're at home. We're going to be playing with tempo, with pace, and with force. Sorry is being closed down. Michael Bradley is also a jerk. So let's go ahead and close him down as well. Alright, everyone. We are in form here. There's much more to come from all of you. Oh, they're buying it. They're buying what I'm selling. Yes. Get excited. Get happy. Get out wide. We're at home. Alright. Vancouver in the white, TFC in the red. Jason Holt starting with the back pass all the way to Milan Borjan. He goes out wide to Tybert. That's headed away by Orr. Alright. Anything other than a TFC win is good for us. 3 away goals. Yeah, already we're looking pretty good here. 25 minutes. No shots on goal. It's going to be a well-contested affair. Holt to Schuler. Kofi. Gritty affair, if that. Some corners. No, still no shots. Some offsides. Oh, Laba went in. It's a red card. It's a straight red to Matthias Laba. Well, isn't that something? I think we are going to switch to controlling here. And I do believe we are going to play wider and push up. And Defoe is offside. Goal kick only as far as Schuler, but it's headed to Castro. And Bosamonde playing out of the back here. Gets it to Bradley. Bradley to Gilberto. Gilberto finds Osorio, and Osorio is saved by Borjan. That is the first shot of the game, if you can believe it. Nearly a half hour in. Going the other way, Kofi plays it forward to Mane. Open net for Tiernan Hart. Tiernan Hart buries it. It was Mane with the first chance. It was cleared away. And Hart with a wide open net. On the under Kofi with a great pass to Mane. Bosumonde was with the clearance actually. But Hart was sure to finish, and he did. Tiernan Hart, the Canadian with the goal. 1-0, a great goal after Mtislava's red card. It's suddenly very much all Vancouver with the space to play out wide. Holt playing in Mane. It's 2-0. He's onside. 2-0. Kakuta Mane. And now the floodgates are open. 3 shots, 2 of them on target. Holt, the great pass to Mane, slips it past Julio Cesar, which I only found out during this World Cup that I have been pronouncing it incorrectly. It is Julio Cesar, not Julio Cesar. Alderson, however, earning himself a yellow. I think we're going to probably rescind that get stuck in command. That's great work, everybody. Keep it going. Yeah, we're going to tell him not to get stuck in here. All right. Squad rotation working out well. Squad pressure working out well. Giving them nothing. Kleber does well to block that cross from Osorio. Kleber, free kick. Oh, can't get it past Julio Cesar. Not much pace on that one from just outside the penalty area. And I think we start thinking about subs at this point here. Demerit to Tybert, inside to Holt, back to Tybert, to Alderson, to Mane, to Holt. Oh, just wide from Jason Holt. Skimmed past the post. Would have been a great strike from the Scottish international and young DP. Alright, I think we're going to bring off Alderson here. I do not want to give even a hint of a chance. Actually, belay that. We're going to bring in Leverone at a D-mid spot here. Kleber to Holt. Oh, that's cleared away by Bosumonde, only as far as Alderson. Kleber again to Kofi. Gershon Kofi to Holt. Hart picks it up. Kofi. Tybert skips past his man, but that's a poor shot from Tybert. Very poor. It's by Leverone. Badershire actually looking a little bit winded. I think we're going to bring on some relief for him here. It's TFC now picking up the ball after that poor set piece, but Schuler recovers to Hart. Turning Hart for Kakuta Mane, back to Jason Holt, over the bar. I think we will bring on Franco Lewis here. Keep the Canadian content levels up. And how are we doing here? Holt looking a little bit bagged. We might bring him up for Carl Curry. Julio Cesar picks up the ball from that long cross. Thumps it forward. Demerit there to win it, but Gilberto gets that header. Demerit wins the second ball, though. Mane to Hart. To Mane. Finds Tiernan Hart again. That shot is blocked. Tybert's brought down in the area, no call. Kleber. So I think that's going to be it for Schuler or Holt. I think we bring off Holt. Bring on Curry. No pressure on you. We're up 2-0. Just hold this game together. Borjan with the goal kick. Can't quite get Tiernan Hart. But Leverone, however, does get there. Demerit to Curry. Curry finds Tybert. Oh, however, very offside is Kakuta Mane. However, the flag stays down as he was not involved in the play. What was Mane doing up there? Tybert's definitely onside. Now, you could make a case that he was interfering with the play there. That was a very offside Kakuta Mane. Maybe that goal should not have counted. But it is 3-0 Vancouver, 6-3 on aggregate. And they are all but assured a place in the final here. Hart to Kofi, to Leveron, Demerit, Tybert. Intercepted by Bradley to Defoe. Could Toronto spring a counter here? But Aleman can't find Gilberto. Schuler steps in with a good header. Then heads it out wide to Hart. Tiernan Hart. Taken down by Elmer. He will find Defoe. Defoe is in alone. Saved by Borjan. Only Toronto's 4th shot on goal, and it was a good one. Borjan had to be sharp there, and he was. And it is looking like there will be no magical comeback here. Patrice Bernier's free kick goes wide. 3-0 Vancouver against 10-man Toronto. Matias Lava's straight red card being the turning point of the match very early on. L'Aparicio actually whiffed on the bar there. Toronto now mustering shots here as they attempt to find a way back in. It will not happen. Only 1 minute of stoppage time to be played, and that will be not nearly enough. It is Vancouver 3-0 at home, 6-3 on aggregate to go through to the finals of the Canadian Championship. The Voyageurs Cup will once again be contested in Vancouver this year as they see out the last moments of this game. That's it. That's the whistle. They're excited. They're going to the final again. Fine performances from the front runners. Look at this. 7.6 from May, 7.7 from Tybert, 7.7 from Holt, 7.7 from Hart, 7.3 from Kofi, 7.2 from Kleber, 7.0 from Demerit, 7.5 from Schuler. Great performances. Everyone, you did well. All deserve it, everyone. Knowing that the second match at home, they were able to take full advantage of that tie. Osorio, the Golden Boot leader, is out as goals from everyone here. Actually, Jamie Franks. Did FC Edmonton advance? They did! FC Edmonton have slain the dragon. They have killed the giant. It will be an all-Western Canadian final. FC Edmonton defeating the Impact. You know, it's funny. This is what some people predicted would happen in the real Voyageurs Cup. And it took the 4th minute of stoppage time for Frank to secure the legendary goal in FC Edmonton history. Oh, there will be celebrating in Edmonton tonight. Only winning once. Ah, yes, Cruz Azul have won the Champions League. They are a team in form. My goodness. Meanwhile, I continue to look at options here. It's a vicious foul. Thankfully, that's it. I think we've got a chance of winning it. Yes, Caledonia AIA did indeed perform. Solos did not do well. Donovan top assists. America's Escoto 6 goals to win the Golden Boot. And that is that. Alright, with authority, a 2-0 win to go 4-1 on aggregate. That is pretty solid for Cruz Azul, though not as solid as 6-3 on aggregate, if I do say so myself. Yes, they did indeed cause that surprise. Which means it will be Portland, a break, LA, and then Edmonton, DC, and then a break, full break before, actually that's a Sunday match, not a full break. I guess you consider that a week off. Then Chivas, Edmonton, and Kansas City. There is a chance that we could be lifting the Voyageurs Cup at the end of May. Diego Macedo's trial finishes right back. He's looking pretty good, but I don't think I need necessarily anyone to surpass Ryoko Beitashour or Kimura in that respect. But good to know that he is capable of performing. And Ned Grabavoy gets Player of the Month. Good to see Hart improving here. Kenny Miller, well, he's not going to be with us for much longer. His contract expires very soon, and I doubt he will be here past that. How is your development going, Tiernan Hart? After that wonderful... it's going quite well. It's going quite well indeed. Passing focus is going quite well. Oh yes, Kyle Porter. I don't believe this was actually shown in the last match. We got Kyle Porter for a pittance. He is still on his minimum salary contract. We only have to pay the minimum and allocation money, $75,000 for him. We have another piece of Canadian content, an attacking right midfielder, and a true winger to replace Brian Gall, who is certainly not serving us well, even as a depth player. So Porter, now part of the team, very glad to have him. He will certainly be featuring, I would say, against Portland. Tybert will need a break. Let's just make that change right now here. Tybert, you're out. Porter, you're in. We'll flip you over for Hart. And we'll, I would say let's probably bring on Kenny Miller. Boom! That and more next time on Blue and White. Thank you all very much for watching. My name is Rituro, and we'll see you next time.